At 40 years old, Kasim Reed says he's already spent 11 years in public service as a state representative and senator, and now he hopes to be Atlanta's next mayor. He says he knows the city faces some tough times ahead, but says he's up for the challenge, and he recently sat down with Fox 5's Morse Diggs to talk about the job.
Kasim Reed knows what it's like to run for mayor of Atlanta. He helped Shirley Franklin get elected twice, serving as her campaign co-chair and manager.
The city has been good to me. I mean, I grew up here, been here since I was a boy. Went to public schools here in Fulton County, and then went on to Howard University, where I got my undergraduate and law school degrees. And as soon as I graduated from Howard Law School, I came home in 1995. How many people can we reach?
Reed says he's been serving Atlanta ever since, 4 years as a state representative and the past 7 years as a state senator. While he praises the job of Mayor Franklin, he says he's also learned from her.
Watching Franklin closely, what would you, perhaps when you look at it, what would you have done differently?
I think that that I would have been much more collaborative as it relates to my relationship with the council. There is a thing called gravity. And you can be very popular one day and not so popular the next. And I believe that if you take a collaborative approach, it helps you when you go through the peaks and valleys.
One of the biggest valleys facing the next mayor will be the city's water supply, which Reed says will be an expensive fix.
What worries me is to expedite our capacity to build our water supply, it's going to take much more debt financing than the state is traditionally used to.
But the issue Reed has been most outspoken on is public safety. Just last week, in response to a surge in violent crime, Reed was joined by boxer Evander Holyfield as he outlined a plan to keep the city safe.
I believe that Atlanta needs between 2,400 and 2,500 officers, and that's going to be my goal by the end of my first term. I am telling you that other areas of government will be reduced or cut in order for me to fund my number one priority, which is public safety.
And he supports new leadership for the police department.
First of all, we need to restore confidence of the men and women on the force by putting a command team in place that they believe in. I'm going to conduct a national search, and I'm going to favor hiring a local police officer for the next chief of Atlanta.
I'm Morse Diggs, Fox 5 News.
Now, when it comes to young people committing crimes, Kasim Reed says he believes in giving police the tools they need to be aggressive against teen gangs, but he also supports opening more rec centers in Atlanta to help young people who he says need compassion and want to be saved. Reed is one of 14